Hello. Welcome to us, Kelly. I don't think there's anyone on yet. I'll give it a couple minutes, but I may have to cut this a little short because I am not feeling well today. So maybe it will help if I move this window down here and you guys can see me actually look at you. That works. I'll do that. So this is our first live crafting together. So I wanted to do a crafting together to just kind of form sort of a community with the Ask Kelly community. I mean, I love cross stitching, and I have this large project, my large purple tulip fields, which I will link in here. Let me link that, and you can find this on both my Shopify site and my Etsy. So if you're in the US or Canada, it's probably better to order from the Shopify site. There's less, the shipping is less. But if you're outside of the US and Canada, then it's you have to order it through the Etsy shop basically. So this one is the one I'm going to be working on. Let's see. This pattern. So so far what I have is my fabric. And most of my what's it called? Thread. And I bought a Q-snap. So that's what I have so far. I haven't even opened my fabric yet because life has been crazy. So I just have, I'll show you what I got. Well, I guess no one's on yet. So I'm going to start bobbinating my threads because I just don't. I need to get to that. And I did decide to bobbinate them this time because I don't know. I just like, it's my habit, and it's so many threads. Like, I don't think it's a good choice to use like a floss keeper because I think it's about 80 threads. And that's a really large or multiple floss keepers. So some of the threads you only need a little bit though. So I kind of feel like for the ones that I don't need that many threads, I'm probably just gonna not pull them out of the skeins. I don't know, because I just don't like, I have a thread problem. I don't know if you can see up there. Those are 3 of my, like, I think I counted and I have 7 of those, like these containers. Now, I bought them off Amazon. They're just like plastic crafting containers. I think I got them on Amazon. I can link it if anyone wants to know what kind they are. But I usually just fill, like, because I have a lot of the Heaven and Earth design patterns that I'm working on, so they take up like this entire thing. So, and this project that I'm working on is also going to take up like the entire thing. So I feel like the sound is not loud enough. Maybe I should figure out how to make the sound better. All right. Well, if you guys cannot hear me, let me know because I can't tell. I'm pretty sure my headphones are working. But I don't know. I've been having problems with the sound. So, and I don't have my microphone. I cannot find my microphone still. I guess I haven't posted my fridge and freezer recap and my grocery hauls from last week because I've been sick since like Friday afternoon. But I do have 2 grocery hauls, or I might combine them into one that I need to post as well. And then I also have a fridge and freezer recap. So those are going to get posted probably this week. We were also without internet on what day were we without internet? We were without internet on Thursday and part of Friday. So I wasn't like, I was able to film my Virgin Freezer recap and my grocery haul, but I couldn't upload them to my editing software because they're such large files. I couldn't get them from my phone. They weren't like auto uploading to my Google Photos. And I'm sure there's a cord I could use to do it manually, but I couldn't deal with it. So I didn't deal with it, basically. And I know that this 10 a.m. on a Monday is not a good time for everybody, but I had to make sure that one, my dogs were not barking because they're horribly barky sometimes, especially like when they think I'm on the phone. And two, my kids are not here, they're at school. I had to make sure my husband was home to watch the kids, or like the dogs, to watch Luna at least, because she's so barky. Anyways, I'm going to start bobbinating my threads. I do have a large bag of threads that I bought from Joann. It's not even all of them. It's only some of them. So it's most of them. But I have bobbins. I've had these for a long time, since many years, and I just haven't used them. So I just bought these at Joann, I'm sure. Or Amazon. I don't even know. I'm sure they're cheaper at Joann. And if you have a coupon, like those 40% off coupons that you get. So we'll see. I'm hoping somebody will show up. I didn't really advertise it because I was sick, honestly. And like, I was home alone with one of my kids for a couple days. So I was busy. The dogs really kept me busy those 2 days. I'm going to start Luna in agility training as soon as I can. She has to pass some basic training first before they'll let her take a class with other dogs. She's so intense. But that's my goal. Here's my fabric. And I'm going to save this and post it up so you guys can watch it later if you don't make the live. So that's why I'm going to make sure I go through everything. But funny story about fabric. I did not know it had gold flecks in it. I wasn't really paying attention when I ordered it. Can you guys see that? There's like little gold flecks in there. So, let's see, what did I get? I ended up getting Lugana white gold, 25 count is what I ended up getting. So it should stitch up about the same as what I put. I think I put 24 count in the description. So I edited it and I fixed it. So if you did, I think there's only a few people that bought the pattern, but I put the wrong amount in. I don't know why I was thinking 24 count. I think I was thinking of something else and I like blanked because like there's no 24 count fabric. It's 25 count fabric. So I think that I just like I was doing that, or maybe I was thinking 24 inches across because I think it finishes at 24 inches across, and I just like had this brain melt moment. But I also ordered this one. I had to order this one online. This is 3880, but I'm excited to get started on this. I usually just use a Sharpie to write the little thread numbers on there, and I used to write DMC too, but I don't do that anymore. Let me find my list. So the way I have the fabric list set up on this pattern, so I'll show you the first couple pages. I'm not going to show you the actual pattern because it's my copy is not a finished copy. I totally printed off a test copy and I'm using that one. But I didn't change the pattern. I'll just change the way that like the cover page and the layout of the I kind of condensed it a bit so that you didn't have to print so many pages. So, but this is my like black and white picture of it, and then I have the description in there, and then the actual like stitches, like the how many stitches each color is. So I am missing a few of these, but I'm not going to do the ones that are like, there's a whole bunch of them that are only 0.1 skeins. And like, they're like 30 stitches, 64 stitches, you know, that kind of stuff. And I don't think that I need to pull those out all the way. And I may end up, if I have time, I may end up going and seeing if I already have those colors bobbinated somewhere else. I did not go through my threads this time and pull out all of the ones that I already had. I just went and bought all new threads because my threads are a mess. I have been pulling them out for photos. I have like started new projects, and like I started my self-care every day project. I finished this, but I totally yanked these threads out of my my stash. So, and I have not put them back. I have literally 3 or 4 like quart-sized Ziploc bags of fabric or threads that I need to put away, and I just don't have time to organize, guys. I don't have time. I don't have time at all. I have no time. It's just like insane how little time I have because, you know, I spend my free time crafting. So, let me just put this out there. All right, let me see. I've never done this before. I need to see if I can send a link. So maybe that would help if I sent a link to everybody. I'm new to this. I figured this one. I figured this first one would be a light in attendance. But I'm going to keep doing them. Maybe I'll do every Monday or something. I'll have a schedule. I don't know about next week. Next week is, oh no, next week I might be able to do it again. I guess if you do join, or if you watch this later, leave me a comment, like, what's a good time? Usually Mondays and Fridays are my light days for activities for the kids and stuff. So I usually have more time. Usually on Mondays, like I'm in school, and usually on Mondays I get a ton of schoolwork done. I have not been getting to my schoolwork because I'm so excited about all this cross stitching that I'm doing. So I haven't done that. We'll see. Maybe someday. Someday I'll finish it all. But let's see. So my first thread that I have half a skein on is number 7. DMC number 7, Driftwood. There's 2,070 stitches for that one. So let's see. I'm going to put this up on Instagram. Let me see. Let's see if I can get this up. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can get, maybe somebody will come join us. Join me. I'm on by myself, talking to myself. Let's see. I probably should have done this first. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to start bobbinating. So I got to find number 7. The other thing that sometimes what I do is I will find the top corner of the pattern. And I know that this one, let's see, 2, number 2 is our first symbol. Where is 2? 2, I think, is one of the blues. If you guys have ever done Heaven and Earth Designs, you guys know how hard it is sometimes to find your number. 2, where are you, 2? Oh my gosh, of course I can't find it. This is a little bit small because I have the sample one before I edited it to make it easier to read. So number 2 is 3325, baby girl. Let me put a little dot next to this. Oh. Getting a phone call. I'm not going to answer it. All right. Let me put a little purple pen. Little purple pen next to this. Let me decline it real quick. All right. I so rarely get phone calls on my actual phone. Okay, I'm just gonna put like a little dot next to it to show. See my dot, my tiny little dot, just to show that I'm bobbing that one. Then I gotta find it in my pile, and I know it's a blue, so 3325. I'm pretty sure it's a blue. Yeah, it's my like logo, so maybe I should pull out all the blues. 333755. And I did have a hard time finding some of the colors on this one, so I'm gonna have to edit it and figure it out. But I just want to see. Let's see. 3325. It's probably a lighter blue. Let's see. I wonder if it's this one. No. All right, let's find it. Maybe I should have put these in some sort of order. Yeah. I'm a disorganized stitcher. I'll be honest. I don't have the time to like sit there and I don't know. I'm a mom. Like my kids are still home. I'm not like, it's baby blue light. I wonder if that's one of the colors I couldn't find. Wouldn't that be perfect? I can't find it because I don't have it. I bet that's one of the colors I couldn't find. All right, so I could not find this first color that I'm looking for. So I can't even start stitching it until I get this color. That's hilarious. I need to go back to Joann this week and see if they got more in. They were out of a lot of colors. I was surprised. I'm missing about 20 colors, I think. All right, so I'm going to change my purple dot meaning. Oh, I can hear someone barking. I'm also supposed to get a diamond painting today, so I have mixed feelings about diamond paintings. I love them. I really do. But they're so bad for the environment. So I'm not sure like how I feel about that. Like they are really helpful for me to relieve stress, but like there's so much plastic waste that goes into them. So I don't know. All right, I don't have this color. So let's look at the next one that I need. I need to get that one because I am the top left corner starter with my big patterns, and that's like the whole top left corner. Like there's maybe a block 20 by 20 of this tube. So I have to get that one before I start my pattern. All right, the weirdo like ball on a stick one. You guys know that symbol, ball on a stick. It's like a little ball and then a stick down below. Let's see. Ball on a stick. Delft blue. Is that how you say that? Delft blue. All right, so ball on a stick is 800, which I think I saw in here. Yep, 800. Woohoo! We have that one. Okay, so let's start bobbinating. And I have one of those like cranky things, like you stick it on the edge of the little case, and then you turn the handle. I have one of those. I don't know where it is. Like cross stitching stuff, I organized it, and then I forgot what I did. So it's not organized really very well. I need to go through it again. The problem is I don't have a lot of storage, and my storage is competing with other stuff, right? I have all my product stuff. I have all my postcards and my stickers and my stuff like my shipping supplies and stuff, but I don't have a lot of space for like displaying stuff. I need to get another shelf, I think. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's mark this one. And then I'm going to mark my paper that I have it because 800, I have it. And this one is 1.3 skeins. It's 5,329 threads. So where's my other one? I should have bought 2 skeins of this with 800. No, it's not that one. Let's see. Oh my gosh, did I only get one? No, I got 2. Okay, So then I put the extra one in like the long, see this one? So if I have 2 threads, I put the extra one in there. I don't bobbinate it yet until I need it, because bobbinating is not fun. And then you end up with like 8 million bobbins of the same thread color when you could have just used the one that you already had and not had all those extra ones lying around. Okay, 800. Let's see if I can write this neatly. I always have a hard time because it's so small. My handwriting is huge. 800. 800. Okay. And then, oops, this one needs to go there. Excuse me. Need some water. Okay. Let's get bobbinating. So one side, I don't know if I'm sure everyone already cross stitches, but if you don't know, it pulls out really easily. And the other side, if you pull it, it makes a big knot. So it's usually the long side, the long paper side. So oh my gosh. I thought this was allergies at first. Woo. But I'm pretty sure that I'm sick. It's not allergies. So that's great. I don't know. I'm really allergic to grass, and grass pollen is super high right now. All right. Oh, there's George. Delivery guy's here. I'm going to mute for just a couple seconds while the delivery guy's here. It's my diamond paintings, guys. I'm so excited. I think he'll stop barking. He's pretty good. He just the guy took forever to get it out of the truck. So, and the neighbor's dog. He likes to bark, and then our dogs bark. So we're used to it. But George is pretty good about stopping once they get up to the porch. So I'm so excited to open that. I have mixed feelings about diamond paintings, but I'm super excited. We'll see. Okay, so I'm at the end. I'm going to tuck it in there, and then I'm going to sort of get them in the right number order. We'll see if I actually do that. I think 800 is probably towards the left a little bit. So we'll just pop it in there. Done with that one. All right. I forgot my paper or a pen when I went to Joann and bought all these threads. So I wasn't able to mark. Usually I take my paper to Joann or wherever I go. I don't really shop at Hobby Lobby, but whatever craft store I go to. And in my area, I don't know of any small crafting stores. I was down on Capitol Hill yesterday, and I did see one that has DMC thread, but I'm not going to drive all the way down to Capitol Hill and park. It's too much for me. I just don't, I'm not good at parking my car on street parking, and I don't want to pay for parking and stuff, but if you were busing, I would visit that shop, but I don't really take the bus. There's no buses near my house. So I would love to find a local stitching store, and I have not been able to find one. So I usually do Joann or sometimes Michael's. Maybe I should go to Michael's and see. But I forgot my pen. Like I usually check off as I go, and then I have a list and I know what I need. But I didn't have my pen, and oh my gosh, like I don't even know what I'm missing. Clearly, I'm missing 3325 because that's what I couldn't find it. So let's see. So 2, and then the ball and the stick, and then like this weird diamond looking thing, which is so hard to see. I may have to raise the print size on this because I'm getting old now. I can't see as well as I used to. It's like a diamond with a dot in the center. Let's see. A diamond with a dot in the center. I don't know. I kind of like the thought of crafting everybody all together. I really wish there was someone on here and they could tell me if they could hear me. Maybe I'll make my husband join. No, I won't. A diamond with a dot in the middle. Like I do have a microphone, but I haven't been able to get it to hook up to my computer, so I got to figure that out too. I have a decent one. At least my husband says it's decent. Let's see. Diamond with a dot in the center. I don't know. Oh, there it is. It's the second one on there, so I didn't see it. Cornflower blue, very light, 1.4 skeins. I definitely, number 157. I definitely need to abominate this one. And I have it. Look, I have it. I have this one. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to like dig for it. If you're coming on, welcome. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm really excited about this project. Let's see, 157. I have 2 of them. So, all right. So I can check that off that I have it. So let's see. The second one on there, 157. Cornflower blue, very light. I'm so excited. All right, let's get this bobbinated. This side, 157. Oh no, it's not gonna write. 157. Okay, so this one is a large chunk. This one is like all the clouds in my piece. So it's a really pretty color. Let's see. I don't know if the color like works out for you or not, but it's a really pretty color. So, all right. So there's 2 of these. So one of them is going to go in my bin because I don't need both of them. Oh my gosh, they're super similar in color too. I don't know if you can see that because the lighting is weird. They're almost the same color, these 2 colors. It's going to be really hard for me to see it on this gold fabric, I think. But that's okay. It'll be pretty when it's done. I'm excited to stitch this one. All right, let me find my end. And then if you're joining us, welcome. Excited to have you. We're just doing some crafting with I'm doing my bobbins for my large purple tulip fields pattern that I've been talking about. So it's up on my shop, or if you just want to do something else, craft something else, that's great too. But I gotta get my threads together. I am really long to start this project, so maybe by the next time I do this, I will start stitching it a little bit. Maybe I'll have all my threads. I gotta go get that one, the number 2, because I can't start it until I have the number 2, the whatever that one was, 3325. I gotta get that one. I have a really hard time ordering threads on the Joann website. I don't know if you guys do too. It just is really clunky. Like I can't just order by thread number. Like it's kind of hard to do. Like if I just need a DMC 3325, I can't just type that in. For some reason, like the search doesn't always work, or I don't know. I've tried a couple times. Like if I could just make a list on there, you know, like just type in. I know last time I tried, I could do that, but they were out of a lot too on that website. So I don't know if there's like a thread shortage. Has anybody seen that? I've never had this much problems getting like regular threads. So I don't know if everybody's cross stitching or everybody's looking for these same colors. This is like the hot colors this year, these blues or what, but I don't know. I'm struggling to find some of them. So These are plastic now, these edges of the threads. They used to be paper and you could just recycle them, but now they're plastic. And I really am not excited about that. So I haven't really done any hand-dyed threads or anything. I have all these DMC threads. I have a lot. And I clearly just bought more. So I probably won't switch over quite yet. I'm sure they're much better. I'm sure the colors are beautiful. So we'll see. All right, I'm almost done with this one. At least I'm going to get a little bit done, huh? All right, so 157 is like the second one. So I'm just going to put here. I need some water. All right, let's find our next one. Let's see. I'm probably just going to keep going for about another 15 minutes or so. I mean, I may go to 11. I don't know. We'll see. An hour seems like a long time. All right. What's the next color I want to do? Look at my pattern. Oh man, I can tell I'm getting old because my eyes don't want to see these colors. I may need to change this up a little bit or print the better one that I put online. All right, star. Star. And this one also has a lot too. I feel like this pattern has a lot of large chunks, and then there's like all these onesie twosies, you know. So there's like chunks of confetti, and then there's also large chunks that are easy to stitch. So it's a good balance, I feel like. All right. Is this star here? Where is it? I just lost it. Oh no. Where did it go? There it is. Baby blue. It's another blue. Baby blue. 3755. I think I have that one. Ooh, I almost lost my pattern off the side of the table. 3755. Yep, I have it. Let's see. 3755. This is only one skein, so I'm going to check that off that I have it because remember I did not have my pen with me. It was so sad. It was the worst. It was like, oh, I need this pen to write on my thing. It was like the easy, like beginner mistake that you make, like forgetting to bring a pen so you can check off your stuff. It's all right. 3755 baby blue. There we go. This one is a slightly different shade of blue. Slightly different. So we'll see. Maybe the next time I do this, I'll work on my, oh, I was going to show you guys. I did the mini one, the little teeny tiny one. I'm going to stitch this in like on a 14 count. This is 28 count fabric, I think. And I'm going to stitch it on a 14 count fabric just so it's easier to see. We'll see how big it is. Hopefully I cut my piece the right size. But I had some scrap, like Beta, that I'm going to use. At some point, I would love to go through like and try and use up all my stash. Somebody did that on YouTube last year, and I was really impressed with her, but her stash was not as large as, and she had only smaller projects. Like the Heaven and Earth Designs, the Hades, I think they call them Hades. They're a beast. And my Computer Wizard one is literally 90 pages of stitching. It's huge. It's not even, and I also haven't printed it yet, or maybe I have. I got a knot in my thread. It's not fun. I have the Max Color Amy Stewart, I think it's the Fairy Shelf one. I think I joined that stitch along group, but I never started it because at the time I was working. Oh, look, this came off the skein like this. This one is going to be a pain. It's going to have a hard time, I think, when I stitch with it. Let's see. I didn't line up correctly. Let's see, they started in January 2022. And that was when like everything kind of fell apart for me with my job, like not with my job, like I had to quit my job because we had so much family stuff going on and my health started like getting gross. So, and I got major burnout, and that's why I left work and I now I'm doing this, is because I enjoy this so much more and I can set my own schedule, and I have time to help my family out. My family members, both my parents are getting older and need a lot of help, and my husband's mom too. So we spend a lot of time helping them out, and then I get to spend more time with my kids. So I love spending time with my kids. So if you're just joining us, welcome, or joining me. It's just me right now, but I'm bobbinating my threads for my large purple tulip fields cross stitch pattern that I have on my site. Or if you want to do something else with me, join me. That's great. This one is a larger number. It's going to go over there. So, all right. Next one. Oh my gosh. I've had this sore throat since Friday morning when I woke up. It's the worst. And it's not COVID. I've tested for COVID and it's not COVID. And it gets worse when I go outside. I'm pretty sure it's just horrible, horrible allergies. Horrible. Even with double allergy meds, it's not helping. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. I don't know. Maybe I have a cold and allergies. That would be fun. My kids are fine though. Like, they're not really sick. My husband is not doing well either. It's me and him. We both are just like, too much. All right. Then it gets into like a bunch of confetti. So this pattern. Let me look at the next page. Oh, there's some H's on this page. H's and U's. So let's do the H's. Ooh, I'm excited for these clouds. There's like large blocks, but it's also interesting. You know, like sometimes large blocks get kind of tedious, but I think it'll be fun. All right. There's a good mix in this one. There's large blocks and there's confetti. So if you kind of like a mix, it's for you. If you don't like confetti, you'll probably cheat a little bit and just not do any of this, like find it similar color to a lot of those stitches where there's only like 30 of one color. I mean, I've done that before because sometimes it's just a pain to change threads, you know? So, all right. I was looking for H. All right. And then I'm going to do another one of these, I think. Let me look at my calendar because I'm not doing it on Memorial Day. Everybody's home that day. Maybe I'll do another one next week. But keep me on track, right? On track for my stitching. If I work on this with everybody, with you guys every week for the rest of the year. It's going to be a couple times a month for the rest of the year. Maybe I will get it done. I also really, 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 really need to finish my zoo alphabet one that I've been talking about for forever. All right, this is 3841. All right. 3841 is what I'm looking for. And I think I have that one. It is pale baby blue. I might not, because some of the higher numbers on the second page, because mine's on 2 pages. When you order the pattern, your threads are like this. They're on 1 page, so you don't have to print out an extra page. Because I know how annoyed I would be if it was like a little chunk of the next page. So I squished them together, and what am I looking for? 3841. Because I did not want to be. I wanted to help you guys out. I didn't think you guys would want to do that. All right. I found it, but I only see one of them. There was a couple of them that I could only find one. So, oh wait, there it is. I have 2. This is like a lighter blue. You can see that. All right. So I'm going to check that off because I have it. DMC must have changed their colors too, because some of the ones, oh my gosh, this pen is dying. I need to order more of these Sharpies. I have this other one, this Faber-Castell. I don't know if you can see that. That's a fine. It'll focus. But I don't know if that one's permanent. I have to look it up, and I just didn't get around to looking it up. So let's see. 3, 8, 4, 1. This is the same Sharpie that I've been using for like 10, 12 years to stitch. So maybe it's on its last legs. All right, let's get our extra in the box. And they all look the same in the box, guys. All right, so let's get this bobbin going. Working on my bobbinating for like the sky section of my large purple tulips cross stitch pattern. If you're joining us. This is one that's knotted. See that? Oh, because I went the wrong way. Remember how I said not to go that way? I didn't listen to my own advice. All right. Number 3841, and there's 1.5 skeins of this one in this pattern. It's going to be a large block of clouds, which will be so cool. So I'm excited to stitch it. I may have to work on bobbinating a little bit faster. Like I usually watch TV while I bobbinate. Like I used to, at least, when I was bobbinating a little bit better. But this is what I'm going to do right now. So we'll see. Maybe eventually I'll have them done. I can start. But I do need to go get that one fabric or that one thread so I can start stitching it. I'm not like a stickler for getting all your threads before you start a pattern. I really am not. Especially if I've checked off my list to see that I have, I have them, which I know which ones I need. And when I start to get to a section where I see, that I'm going to go need to go to the store again, I will go and I will get the rest of them, because I don't want to never start a pattern because I'm missing like 3 threads, right? I'd rather just make sure that I have the ones that I need for the start, for the first page or whatever the start is, whatever I'm starting at. And then I can, start. And then when I need to go get them, I can go. Because you never know. Like, what if you have like a bum thread where it just, like the way it's woven on the skein is just not working out. I have one of those for when I did this mini one of this pattern. So I did this mini one last week. The purple, it's really hard to see. I'm going to stitch this bigger because it's so hard to see for everything. So the purple thread would not separate, and it knotted so easily. And the only reason why I didn't just go out and buy another one is because I knew it was just going to be like a few threads that I needed for that one. So I'm probably going to have to replace that one. It was like woven incorrectly or something. And, I bought those threads probably 10 years ago. So there's no like returning or any exchanging or whatever. And they're only, I think when I paid for them, they were only 25 cents. Now I think I paid 70 cents for these threads. So yeah. All right. Well, welcome. Let me know what you guys are working on. If you're working on something different than what I'm working on. I'm just bobbinating my threads for this pattern because I'm missing the first thread, so I can't even start stitching it. But that's okay. I think the other one I needed was the U symbol. So I have my thread list, which I did not check off because I forgot my pen when I went to the store, and I am missing quite a few threads. Let's see. Where is the U? I also have a hard time reading this. I think U. Okay. Blue, very light, 827. This one also is going to be 2 skeins. 827. Oh, and I have it. Oh, it's right here. Oh, look at that. All right. So this one is a little bit darker. I know you guys probably can't see this just because the camera is like, this is a little bit darker than that last one that I did. And this is another big chunk of clouds, but it's like the clouds kind of towards the middle of the pattern. versus like the ones I was doing before, the clouds kind of towards the left of the pattern. And I did link the pattern in the chat just in case anyone wants to look at it. I'm going to post my mini version, and I have both skeins, so I'm going to check this off. Oh, this pen. Man, I need to get a new pen. I am going to be doing another version of the mini one on 14 count fabric. I think I'm going to start that next week. So maybe next week I can do another live, and I'll do my 827. Let me make sure I remember which one I'm writing on this bobbin. 827. I may start that next week. We'll have to see. I don't know. Should I start it next week? We'll see. I have another one I want to do too that I patterned up, and then I didn't have time to start it, but it's a strawberry, and I'm going to try and get that one up on my shop for June. It's very small. It's like maybe 2 inches tall, but I'm going to try and do that one for June, and we'll see. I don't know. It gets really busy in the summer, and it's hard for me to stitch when it's super hot out. Like I feel like I don't want to get, like, it just is kind of, it's hot. Like, I don't know. I don't stitch as much when it's hot. So we'll see. All right, get this one bobbinated up, and then what? I'll do the next one. But the fabric I picked out for this pattern, for this purple tulip fields pattern, has like gold flecks in it. It's like this Isa Laguna. I don't know if you can see that, but it has like gold flecks in it. So I don't know if that's going to be harder to stitch or easier, but basically when I went on to 1, 2, 3 stitch to get fabric, which is where I usually get the bigger pieces of fabric, they didn't have a lot of selection. They were out of a lot. So I don't know, like I feel like I had a hard time finding threads. I had a hard time finding fabric. It makes me kind of excited that maybe more people are doing bigger projects, bigger cross stitch projects, because I love cross stitching. I always have. So I don't know, like maybe that's a good thing, or maybe there's supply issues, but I got this one. It's a 25 count fabric. So I don't, so it should finish, I think, about 2 feet across and a little over a foot tall. And I have to use my light because I can't see that well with that small of a thread count. So I have to use my light, which means I have to stitch it in smaller bursts, right? I have to do it like no more than an hour at a time. So that one's going to take me a while. That's why I kind of wanted to do it with everybody else, because I felt like this purple cross stitch, this tulip cross stitch pattern, I love the photo and I was really excited to do a pattern for it. So if you're just joining us, welcome. But I thought it'd be fun to do together, like as a community, like a bunch of people just kind of stitching it along. There's no pressure, right? Like I'm not going to be like, hey, you guys have to finish this section by next week. But I think it would be kind of a good thing. And I'm also going to do the smaller ones too, the minis, and just in a couple different sizes. You can see how it turns out based on the different kinds of like count. Because I know some people only stitch on like the higher count fabric, and some people only stitch on the lower count fabric. So I kind of do both. It depends on like it depends on the pattern. For a lot of these larger patterns, I really want them on a smaller count fabric. But I also exclusively stitch 2/1, which means that there's not a lot of space on those like higher count fabrics. So we'll see. I don't know. All right, so I've got this one bobbinated. I'm going to do the next one. 827. Let's see. All right. I might just start going in order for my pattern, my large cross stitch pattern, the large purple tulip fields. I might just go in order from now, because I kind of got the main sections for the first page and parts of the second page. Let me double check the second page. And in my experience, it's going to take me a long time to get through this first page. But I'm missing the one thread that I need to start. So I have to go to Joanne. But, oh, there's like a horseshoe one. Maybe I'll look for the horseshoe one. I like to get the first couple pages bobbinated first. And then I'll just start doing random ones because just to check off, because I forgot my pen when I went and picked out all my threads. I got to make sure that I have all I need to figure out which ones I need. And of course, the one I need the most is the one that I'm missing. Is this the right horseshoe? Let me see. Horseshoe. Yep. 3752. So it's another antique blue, very light. 37. Oh, I see it right there. All right, where'd it go? And this one is only one skein. So 3752. This honestly to me looks very similar to the last one I did. They all look very similar. Let me see. I'm sure they're different, but oh yeah, they're definitely different. I can see it. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Like one is a little bit more like brighter blue, and then the new one is like more of like a gray blue. I don't know if you can see that. Like slightly different. This is gonna be hard to stitch, y'all. It's gonna be so hard. All right, 3752. I'm gonna have a hard time with this one. My eyes will just be seeing blue for days. That's all I'll be able to see is blue. I'll be like, ooh, I'll look at the sky and I'll know exactly which DMC color it is. So 3752. All right, let's get this one bobbinated. If you feel like it, let me know in the chat what you guys are working on. I'm just working on my large tulip cross stitch pattern. Like, whoops, I almost did the wrong. No, that was the right side. I'm distracted. All right, just working on my cross stitch pattern, getting my threads ready to go. I still haven't cut my fabric. I need to get my sewing stuff out, but I don't have space right now to get my sewing stuff out. So I need to do that. I need to zigzag stitch the edges of it too, especially with a larger project that's going to take me a lot longer to finish. I want to make sure that I'm zigzagging the edges with the sewing machine. Some people will do like a whip stitch around the edge, but I don't have the patience for that. It's so much easier for me to just zigzag it. It takes maybe 5-10 minutes to do. But I know I bought my fabric a little bit big, hoping to have some extras. So I'm gonna I have to cut it. I have to I have to double check my measurements, right? Like I always triple check my measurements before I cut my fabric. So I gotta do that. And then I have the stuff to cut it with, but like I just need a space to lay it out flat. And I have a puzzle going right now on my puzzle table, which is probably where I could probably do that. But I also got to get my sewing machine out. Like it's a big deal. So it's a lot of shuffling around. I don't know if you saw like on my Instagram that I started a spring puzzle. It's got like flowers and vases and stuff. It's pretty cool. I've been working on it really slowly though, because I've been doing a lot of stitching. I had to get that mini Tulip Fields pattern done, this one, which is teeny tiny. Look at that. It's like the size of my finger. It's so cool. I have these like picture frames. I don't know if I have it right here. And I bought, and I'm going to sell this pattern. I just have to get like the cover page made in Canva and ready to go. And then I'm also like, I'm thinking of offering like fully stitched ones just because I know that not everybody likes to stitch that tiny. So we'll see. But I want to get my 14 count one done first. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at next week. So I probably will do another live next week, I think. I won't know until the end of this week. I got to see where I'm at with my my schoolwork. So I'm putting them in my crafting box. Just because I'm a little bit behind. I'm spending a lot of time stitching and not doing my homework. Let me grab some water. So we'll see. All right, next one. Let's see. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm having some sound issues, so let me know if you can't hear me in the chat, okay? Let's see. I think I'm just going to start going down. because it's not going to matter. I didn't have number 7 at the beginning of the live. I looked at number 7. I don't have that one if you're following along on the pattern. And I did link it in the chat just in case anyone wants to look at it. It's only $8. So I need C, which is 162. Is next. And that one is, oh, that's a lot. Wow. It's almost 2 full skeins. And I'm only finding one of them. Wait, is this it? Yep. 162. So this one is a little bit, these are starting to all look the same to me. 162. And I have 2 of them. So 162. This is also a good way for me to figure out what I'm missing because I am missing some. I'm missing quite a few. So if you are also having a hard time finding these threads, like let me know because I can always like figure out a substitution if they're just not available. This is my like, this is my extras. I don't know if you can see that. They're all like slightly different shades of blue. It's kind of crazy. Just slightly different. Let's see. Okay. Let's get this one all skeined up or bobbined up, whatever, bobbinated. So we have a few minutes left. I think about 5 more minutes. I'll probably just finish this bobbin and then be done with this live. And I'm going to try and save it to my channel on the playlist so that if you guys aren't making it this time, you can watch it later. Or you can also like get all the information. I'll probably do one next week. So I guess let me know. You can always comment on the post I made in this YouTube channel. I made like a post today about the live. Let me know in the community tab if you want to do another one next week. I'll probably be working on this one or the smaller version of this. I don't know. I may do a smaller project next week just because I want to get some of the smaller ones done. This one I know is going to take me forever. Probably at least a year. Because I'm slow at large projects, but I don't have a good setup yet for stitching with my light because I need the magnifying glass for this one. I'm not sure I'll get the I don't know if you can hear that paper. I'm not sure if I'll even get the fabric cut by next week, so I may just start stitching something smaller. So we'll see. I also got to get my threads. I'm missing quite a few threads. Some of them, though, I think they might have changed the colors. So I got to look that up and double check that. Because if they've changed the colors, then I got to refigure that out. So, and update my pattern for sure. I don't know. I had a hard time finding everything. So we'll see. Other projects I'm working on, I've got the puzzle going and the diamond paintings. I just literally had a delivery of some diamond paintings, so I'm very excited to go pick this up off my porch. I have mixed feelings about diamond paintings. I love them, but they're really like all that plastic is not good for the environment. And I came across a video on YouTube of the process for making them, and there's literally like plastic flying around everywhere while they're making it, and I just feel like that's probably not very healthy for the workers either. So I'll have to think about it. I have 5 now. It's a lot. There's one more that I'm eyeing. It's like a clematis stained glass or something like that. Last one, but I need to finish the ones I have. I'm not going to turn this into cross stitching where I have a million. Like you can see my thread up there. This bin is full of cross stitch stuff. There's also another bin farther down that's full of cross stitch stuff. And I have other bins, other places. Stash. This is like, I need to make project bags too. This is my current projects bag, and It's a Ziploc bag, which is not great. So not great. But I need to get my sewing machine out. So this is the one I finished a couple weeks ago. My self-care everyday pattern, which is also on the site. So I think that one's $4. All right. I've hit my hour. I really appreciate those of you that came and joined me. I'll post later this week in the community tab if I'm going to do another one. And I'll also cross post like on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at Oscoe. And then my Instagram is OscoeZamp. And then my Facebook, I think, is just Oscoe. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great week. This is like my first time showing my face on camera. I usually never show my face. So thank you for watching. Maybe I'll do more face shots. I don't know, more me on camera, but I'm kind of shy, so I don't know how many I'll do. And it's hard with the dogs. They're so loud. So all right. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys have a fabulous week.